Welcome to the Put on Waivers Media Group, home of the Put on Raiders podcast and the Student Body Right podcast. This is your place for the best breakdowns and the best insight for those who fight on and bleed silver and black. Now, here are your hosts, Dwayne Douglas and Ryan Holmes.
And welcome to the glorious episode of Student Body Right, USC podcast. I'm your host, Dwayne Douglas, along with Coach B, and we are podcasting on the beautiful shores of the Pacific Ocean. Beautiful day out here in Southern California, PORSP, my Twitter handle, so check me out there. Blue DVL 21. It is Coach B, so check him out there. So we're gonna do a little kind of a quick preview of the Michigan State game. If you want to go to if you're going to the Michigan game and you want to see Coach B in the USC overalls, please take pictures, send it. I would love to post it. Pull up, please, because it should be fun. So Nick Marsh is gonna looks like Nick Marsh and Mekhi Frazier is going to play in this game. Those are guys who are look like they might not play for Michigan State. Two really big cogs in their offense. They have some tight end depth there, so the linebackers, safeties will be tested in this ball game. For SC, your initial thoughts about the Spartans and the Trojans?
I'm not really, and while I think that their linebackers, I mean, their tight ends is not what I'm worried about, right? And like I said, I've told you, and we've had this conversation, but I'm really worried about them being able to run the ball. I think that if you throw at us or at our linebackers, that's a strength for us. I think with Gentry is with his length, that 6'6", and then Stevens. I think Stevens is a coverage backer anyway, kind of a converted safety size, right? So I think that plays well for us. But I also think that, I'm interested to see where how they do running the football, even with the mobile quarterback, right? Even though it's something we see in practice all the time, 1v1. I think that we are going to get tested with that. Having a good eye discipline and for us is going to be key. All in all, if we play Trojan football, we don't have to have an A+ game to win this game, right? Yeah. We need to have an A game,
and they do, and they have to have an A+.
They have to,
have help.
Right. And again, we can't rely. I mean, we know Big Ten refs are not going to help us. These are Big Ten refs. I don't know what they watch and what they.
I don't know what you're talking about. I saw no holding for our defensive line against.
I mean the leaping. I guess because he jumped. I mean, I guess that works, right? Because he jumped, which is wild. But again, I think that we have to have an A game, just be very disciplined on both sides of the football. You know what I mean? Hang on to the football. And I think we'll be fine. I don't think this will be an issue for us. I think Wayman took some shots last week. Big Ten football, right? He finally seen it. And I think that he's going to have to come in and say, okay, I get you. Protect the football at all costs. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
we don't help them. We win this football game by 14 points.
Yeah, no question. That's why I'm picking. I like everybody has a 31-17 type kind of score for USC in this ball game. There could be no Jacoby Lane in this game, so USC fans have to watch out for that, and we'll see what happens there. Tunic Hines is a guy who shows the athleticism and just the ability to go get the ball and be a speedster at the same time. You're also not going to have Zacharias Williams in this ball game. So this is an opportunity here where if you're Jay Fair, if you're DJ Jordan, if you're one of those guys, it's an opportunity to kind of get your name in the box score as well. And I think it's also a good thing that USC has used some tight ends before this ball game, right? Because helps out a whole lot that they did do that, because you're not just trying to force it today. You can get Walker Lyons in the game. You can with some catches. You can also get Lake McCree, who's played very well, blocked very well, had a critical fourth down against Purdue in that ball game. So USC has that. And again, I think one thing in the kicking game, I think Ryan Sierra has done a good job kicking the ball. Missed that one kick, but was 4 for 5. And I think that was his only miss of the year. I don't think Chad Chittenden is not really ready to play. So I mean, but right now he's been doing yeoman's work as far as that goes. Um, Defensive line, you want to see them stop the run. I like they have a stretch here where they're playing 3 straight quarterbacks who can move.
Right.
So this is really great practice. At least they have 2 guys who can literally move in practice in
Mhm.
Mayava and Longstreet. So it shouldn't be like, you know, crazy.
Right.
I always see and you've run defenses before. I always see a lot of right-handed quarterbacks like to scramble that way. So if you're going to, have that end needs to really set that edge to kind of push him so he can't push him to the inside so he can't get around him.
Yeah, so you want to play, definitely want to play contain. You definitely want to set the edge. You know, there's things you want to have. Again, great eye discipline, especially in the RPO game. I anticipate a little bit of RPO game just to move our backers out the way, and whoever the end is going to have set and hold it, and make sure that outside arm is free, so that when that quarterback does come that way, because the right-handed quarterback or the left-handed quarterback, either one, they're going to scramble to their predominant hand, right? They're
Yes.
going to scramble to that
It's just
side,
human
and
nature.
it's
Yeah.
it's natural, and a lot of offenses will set it up that way. So that way, if he needs an outlet, if he needs something right there, high route, he has it to his strong side. He's not throwing it back across his body,
Yeah. Makes
right?
sense.
Especially with so a lot of the quarterbacks are very, 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 very inaccurate throwing back across their body.
Yes. And I also think that there is a tendency to hold the ball, burp the baby a little bit, if you will, by running quarterbacks. And I think this is an opportunity for the team that leads the nation in sacks to get more. I think
Absolutely.
I think this is an opportunity for them to get a lot of more, a lot of more, to get a lot of sacks in this ball game. They got some really. I think the bright you have the shades on because the future's so bright, but
Just right, baby.
right, baby. But I do love the fact that they have some guys who are young guys who can really get after the quarterback. I mean, we're talking about Cameron Fountain, talking about
Mhm.
Floyd Bacard, who they talked
Yeah,
about, and they talked about him in fall camp, and everybody was like, Floyd Bacard, really? And then like he's
he's
hard to
popping up.
move. And
Yeah,
I think in the interview this week he talked about how playing hockey in Canada, because he's from Canada, really helped his
yeah.
footwork. It really helped his footwork. I listen. He is a big hockey player. I cannot imagine playing for in hockey back in the day, but Jesus, God bless him. And then and you also have Jakeem Stewart. Jakeem Stewart is
Right.
just like he's. I mean, he had that tackle for loss. I thought he was going to body slam the back, but I was like, please don't do it. Please don't do
Please, please,
it.
please. 15. It's supposed to be
Please don't do
15.
it. Please don't do it. So
I
they
mean, the,
have
the key the key to this is
yeah.
our backside has a scrape down the line, right? They can't get too far outfield with the mobile quarterback. If he's running to his right, or
Mhm.
whoever the backside end is, has to scrape down the line and get to his upfield shoulder. That way, we can stop him if he wants to come back that way. He has to step up, right?
Yeah.
We need to force him up and then back so he works against the grain. We do not want him to run toward that downfield shoulder and then he's able to belly out, right? As we've seen so many quarterbacks
Yeah.
do, belly out and get
Yeah.
so much more depth. And now we have a free rusher. We have to, like I said, we have to be disciplined in our rush, especially on the outsides. We have to be. If
Yeah.
we're not disciplined in our rush, we are going to get cooked. Especially
Yeah.
any mobile quarterback, that's what they want to do. Look at Jaden Mayava. Jaden does it all the time. Guys rushes that downfield shoulder. He bellies out a little bit more, gains more depth because you have all the space in the world behind you,
Yeah.
and then he starts to run and finds open receivers. If we're disciplined in what we do, right? You talk about the future bright. I'm going to think of some more darker ones because it's going to be that defense is going to be lights out, and I don't think there's anybody in the country that's going to be able to play with us if we stay disciplined into what we as far as USC football because our line. I'm looking at that line, and I knew by the numbers it was massive, when you look at these kids, they're massive.
They're big. They're big.
It's like by the numbers.
It's Big Ten offensive line they have.
Yeah. You look at them like, oh boy, I see our number. Like you've seen the numbers. Oh, we have 300+ pounds. Okay, that sounds cool, but they look 3+.
Yeah,
and they don't move like they're 3+ though.
100%. 100%. Should be a good time at the college. They are going to whether it's Lincoln Riley, whether it's Chad Bowman, they are putting an emphasis on this night game. I think if you get there between 6:30 and 7:30, you get hot dog for $10, hot dog and beer for $10.
Yep.
So definitely check that out. I would say also they're putting an emphasis on the night game. And I was wondering, I was like, okay, I've never seen this kind of emphasis on playing at night at USC. But also, there's a hell of a lot of recruits going to be there tonight, so that's part of it as well. And it's also, speaking of recruits, good to see Mark Bowman actually go ahead and stir fry and bake and cook Bishop Gorman yesterday.
Oh my, that was amazing. If you get a chance to stream the modern day game. Yes, understand that kid is a point of emphasis.
Yes,
perhaps you can stream it. Watch that, and not just him. Our D lineman 52.
Yes. Tom.
He's different.
He's different.
He's different. Go watch it. I encourage you to go watch it.
Yeah, no question about it. So they obviously the running game. Obviously, I mean all those things. They have pro. They have a pro receiver on this team. So that's something to look out for. You don't want Marsh to go nuts on you. He's come back from an injury, so we'll have to see see what happens as far as that goes. Your prediction for the game?
Again, I think I'm going 38-24. Something like that. I think we both get a field goal in this game. I do think it's a 14-point game. I just think that we are, again, a game gets us 38 points. And an A+ game from them. A game, they have to have help to win this.
They have to have help
because we can't help them either. You know what I mean? We can't do bonehead stuff to help them. So again, an 8 o'clock West Coast kick, definitely late. Collie will be rocking. When the flame goes up, everybody knows what it is. Yeah. Be loud. Third down. Let's get loud, people. Let's not sit there and be humble. We have to show these recruits.
There is no DJ excuse this year. These next two games. So for those who hate DJ Malski, whatever his name is, and you didn't want him there. Now he's not there for next two games. So I want to hear how incredible the experience is at the game now, because we got rid of the guy who you guys didn't want anymore.
Which I thought was that guy is good. He brings energy.
Yeah, I don't want. That's for another show. But like, yes, okay. I definitely don't understand it either. But go ahead.
No, like I said, we ain't gonna have him. Let's have him rock. Let's have a rock in the night. The 8 o'clock kick. A lot of the East Coast is not gonna see our game. It's 11 o'clock kick for them. So we have to show when they play this back that what the Coliseum's about. It's an historic place. If you haven't been there, please don't let this be a last. If it's your first game, don't let it be your last game.
Yeah, no question about it. I think they could get to 40 tonight, but I'm gonna go 35, 35-24. I don't think the score will actually be closer at the end, but it won't be. You won't ever feel like Michigan State's gonna be threatening to win the game as far as that goes. So we'll see. And I think that the turnover trend is going to continue. I really do. I think this defense is still going to get turnovers, and I'm not shy about saying that. I definitely feel like they're going to be able to do that. So we'll see about all that. All right, Trojan fans, we'll be back next week previewing. I'm gonna try to do a show every day next week, because I think next week is worthy. That's a humongous game. This game against Illinois on the road, it's a big game. They're gonna have the noon kickoff. Like, the nation's treating that like it's a big game, and for USC and Illinois, that's gonna be a huge game. And Illinois is a worthy adversary. No question about it. The best team that USC has played all year. All right, Coach B, enjoy the game. Take care. Enjoy the tailgate.
Sorry.
Fight on.
See you later. Fight on.